Hello from Epcot. Today I am here to show you my top 5 favorite snacks in the park. So let's go eat. Now before we get started here, let's lay down some ground rules. My top 5 snacks cannot include anything at a table service sit-down restaurant, and they also cannot include anything at a festival booth. It has to be something that's here year-round. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's hit up Connections for our first stop. Now, if you guys have been following me here for a while, you know that my favorite snack in all of Disney World is the Liege waffle from Connections. So of course, that's on the list and that's our first stop. These waffles are actually made and pressed right here. I love the open kitchen that you can actually see them making the stuff. It is so awesome, and these waffles are absolutely insane. While we wait for our mobile order to be ready for pickup, let's talk about Connections. So this quick service restaurant opened about a year ago in replace of Electric Umbrella. They serve classic American dishes with a little bit of a twist on it. So they have really good burgers, pretty decent theme park pizza, and a really good General Tso's chicken salad. It's actually one of my favorite things to get here too. Here she is in all her glory. This Liege waffle can be found at Connections Eatery. It's important to remember that. There are 2 different Connections. You have Connections Cafe, which is the Starbucks location, and then Connections Eatery, which is the quick service location, and has this specific Liege waffle with the chocolate sauce, the strawberries, the whipped cream, all on top. It's honestly been a couple of months since I've had a Liege, so I am so happy to be reunited and dig into this delicious treat. Let's cut off a bite here. Oh yeah. Cheers. Snack number 1 in my top 5. It's every dang time. This waffle is not served warm or anything, but you can tell that it's super fresh. The toppings with that strawberry on top and the chocolate, it really does hit the spot. I clearly already mangled it because I like to get a little bit of everything in every bite. My favorite thing about this waffle is that it's sweet without being overly sweet. It's not too sweet, and I'm not huge, I know it may not seem like it, but I'm not huge on sweets. So this is just the right amount of sweetness for me. The sugar crystals in the waffle, you can't really see, I don't think I see any there, but there are sugar crystals in the waffle. Oh, on this one you can see it. See the sugar crystals right there? It provides just the perfect amount of crunch when you're biting it. Insanely delicious. Get this. It's really funny because when they first announced the menus for Connections, I was not excited for the waffle at all. I didn't even think about it. I was oh, they have some really cool burgers, super excited to try those. The waffle never crossed my mind. So it's funny how things have changed, and this is my favorite snack at Disney World. So the Liege waffle is also really cool because for certain events, certain times of the year, they bring out different variations of the Liege waffle. They always have a different one for the festivals. And right now, since Guardians of the Galaxy 3 just released, they have a new variation of the Liege at Connections Cafe, the Starbucks side. So this isn't counting towards my 5, but I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna show you guys it. Here it is. This is essentially a Liege waffle. You can see it's drizzled with, I think, white chocolate, and then it's topped with gold sprinkles cut up, so a fun presentation. And then they give you this jam to dip it in. And I will say, I don't know if now you can see, but look at the seeds in there. This jam looks absolutely delicious, and those fresh seeds, it looks really good. I wish this waffle though was peanut butter flavored. So then you have a peanut butter flavored waffle, dip it in the jam. It's a peanut butter and jelly Liege waffle. That would be good, but let's see how it is just like this. Got our jam. Let's take this piece of our waffle. We'll do a dip here. The jam looks promising. The jam is good. It's a little sour, and I feel when the Liege is packaged like this in the box, it makes it taste less fresh than when you get it over at Connections. If it was my idea, the peanut butter waffle with this jam, that would be perfect. Or if they put this jam on the Liege waffle from Connections Eatery, the one that I already had, that would be really good too. Is it anything worth getting for you? I don't think so. But it is fun. I do appreciate that they're doing cool things with the Liege. back in, I want to say the fall, they actually had a caramel apple Liege waffle, and it was so good. It was my favorite variation that they've had so far. There were actual chunks of apple baked into the waffle. I hope they bring that back next fall because you guys should try it. But enough with the sweets. Let's head back to Mexico so we can get a little salty delight. Now, I mentioned that we're heading to Mexico for snack number 2 of my top 5 snacks in Epcot. We're actually heading inside to La Cava del Tequila, not for a drink, for some chips and guac. I asked the cast member if the chips and guac served at the quick service La Cantina de San Angel right over there is the same that they serve in La Cava. And they said yes, just presented a little differently. However, I feel like the chips and guac at La Cava is always so much better. So we're just gonna brave the storm, brave that long line, head inside and get it from here. Second thought, maybe not. The line goes all the way up there. I expected the line to be long, but not that long. So I came back outside and I'm gonna test that guy out. See if the chips and guac at La Cantina is the same at La Cava. Here it is. I will admit the guac does in fact look the same. However, the portion is a lot smaller. You get a ton of guac when you go into La Cava, and this is pretty much just like one tiny scoop. And it was $10, so I would like a little more guac for that. Get a chip, we'll go for the dip. Let's see. I have to say, it does not taste the same at all. I wish I waited in the line at La Cava, listened to my gut. The one at La Cava is seriously like the best guacamole I've ever had. There's plenty of jalapenos in there, a little kick, really fresh lime juice. It's just way more fresh tasting. This, I feel like, has been sitting there for a couple days and they kind of just like plopped it on out. So my number 2 snack is the guac, specifically at La Cava. Inside at La Cava, you gotta go in for it. It is not the same out here. So much better inside. Now, if I had gone inside and got the guac, I would have taken it to go, asked for it to go at the bar. But one of my simple pleasures at Disney World is sitting inside at La Cava, sipping on a cucumber margarita with a hibiscus salt rim specifically, and eating a chip and dip trio. Their guac, their queso is so good. Comes with salsa as well. It is like the most relaxing thing ever for me. One of my favorite things to do at Epcot. I highly recommend you eat in at La Cava. It's so cozy. Now that we finished those chips and guac, we are on our way to our 3rd snack of our top 5 snacks in Epcot. Let's go to Germany to grab it. Germany has some really good snack options. I love a lot of the stuff there. So we're gonna go an honorable mention to the pretzel bread pudding from Summerfest right back there. That snack is delicious. But we're going with something from the caramel shop here in Germany. It smells so good in here, and most people when they come in, they get the caramel popcorn, which, don't get me wrong, it's really good, but they have a gingerbread cookie sandwich that's even better. Here it is. These are 2 super soft gingerbread cookies with a caramel buttercream on the inside and then caramel also swirled inside. Oh my god. And I don't think this video is doing it justice, but this snack is huge. Like, this is easily shareable. It is so good, and I haven't had this one in a while either, so I'm super excited to share it with you guys. Let's get into it. Snack number 3. I'm gonna get the bite with all that caramel there. Oh yeah. The buttercream in there is so good. Obviously the caramel is fantastic, but what really does this for me, the gingerbread cookies are so soft. Like, if it was a hard cookie, this wouldn't work. But they're so soft. This treat is absolutely delicious. You need to get it here in Germany. And I also want to point out that this cookie only used to be here during the holiday season. It used to show up around December and stay through January, but it was so popular that they brought it here year round, and I'm so happy they did. Now that we are finished with that deliciousness, I've got my little to-go baggie. We are making our way through the World Showcase onto snack number 4. While we are walking through America, it'd be wrong of me to miss an honorable mention to this list. The mac and cheese over at Regal Eagle. It's the quick service restaurant here in America. And they have some scrumptious mac and cheese. It doesn't quite make the list, but it is really good. The lines for food in France are always so crazy. Whether it's the festival booth, the bakery, the gelato shop, there's always people lining up for days to get this stuff. And I mean, it is for a good reason. All the food in France is usually really good. Right back here is L'Artisan de Glace. I have no clue if I'm saying that right. They have gelato and a bunch of other really good treats. And this is number 4 on our list. So we're getting that brioche ice cream Sammy. We are here for the croque glace. It's essentially a sweet brioche roll cut in half. They put a scoop of ice cream, flavor of your choice, and then a sauce flavor of your choice in there. They put the other top on and they press it so it gets a little crispy on the outside. I'll show you guys how they make it. It's really good. So the sauces that you can choose from are going to be raspberry, chocolate, caramel. See, they're cutting the brioche there. It's an art.
The double cup. It'll be just a moment for the croque glacé.
All right. It was so chaotic in there. I filmed what I could, but it was so busy. So when I get the brioche ice cream sandwich right here, I always go with the chocolate ice cream and then the raspberry sauce. I love that combo together. And like I was saying, the bun gets just a nice little crisp on it. And it's perfect with that cold ice cream inside paired with that raspberry sauce. This is my favorite combo. And it's windy too. But here we are, snack number 4. The ice cream is like seeping out the sides. Do I have anything on my face?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Super messy, as you can see. The chocolate ice cream is kind of getting everywhere, but nonetheless, it's a delicious treat here in Epcot. But enough with France. We're heading just over the bridge to get snack number 5 in the UK. Now, you cannot make a top 5 food in Epcot video without including the fish and chips from the Yorkshire County Fish Shop in it, so that's what we're heading to get. There's not much to the menu here. It's literally just fish and chips. You got one option, and you know when somewhere only has one option, they must do it right. And here it is. Doesn't this look golden, crispy, and delicious? You know, they used to serve this fish and chips. You used to get 2 of these huge pieces of fish. In recent years, they have since made it down to 1 piece. And then it's served with these delicious little chips. And these are really good. I usually don't like thick cut fries, but this is an exception. So I broke it in half, and look at how flaky and delicious this looks. I'm here with Dom. You may remember this guy.
Everyone.
Hello, I'm Michael Weiser. And he asked, ketchup or vinegar? I do like both. Some pieces I put some ketchup on, some pieces I put some vinegar, but never tartar. But we're gonna go with no dipping sauce for the first bite. That fish in there, you can tell it's not just like a crappy quality of fish. It's really good. And that batter, the batter is so delicious. I will say with this piece in particular, the batter to fish ratio is a little off, like especially on this half. There's a lot of batter, not too much fish, but still really good food here in Epcot. Hey Dom, do you know what today is?
What is today?
It's Coronation Day, and we're eating fish and chips. Cheers. Cheerio.
Cheerio.
Today is actually the day that the king got coronated in the UK. So it's pretty cool that we're here in the UK, in Epcot. Oh my gosh, it's so windy. My cookie's flying away. Don't get those napkins. This wind is crazy. My cookie almost flew away. Well, that ended up being a great day, having my 5 favorite foods here in Epcot. We started with the Liege waffle, then we went for the chips and guac, the caramel cookie sandwich from Germany, then the France brioche ice cream sandwich, and then the fish and chips. And I want to hear from you guys. What are your top 5 snacks, or what is your favorite must-get snack #1 here in Epcot when you guys come? Let me know in the comments below, and I hope this helps you guys plan your trip here to Epcot. Maybe you've seen a snack that you've never tried before, and you might want to get it on your next trip. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you're liking this video and subscribing so you can catch the next one. Bye guys.